This morning we did purchase, believe it or not, 5 SS daggers from one collection for the Imperial collectors, something very nice. And we were able to purchase fantastic material. This is actually a battlefield pickup from 1916, from the battlefield in Verdun.
Hello everybody, this is WarStory video blog. I'm Alex and here is Helmut Weitze.
Hello collectors.
We are at the Military Antique Show at Grading. It's the very last minute of the show. Now everybody are packing and we decide to make a video for you guys. Hello Helmut.
Hello Alex, hello. Hello collectors.
Helmut, it is always pleasure to see you here at the show and always good to do business with you also here at the show. And could you tell us from your perspective, how was your show at
How did we perform? Yes,
Yeah.
I must say I'm absolutely satisfied. We have just finished a 2-week marathon. The last week we had the big show in Cine in Belgium, which is the biggest event in Europe. I think we had some 15,000 people coming through the door. And now this one here in Grading. Grading is between Nuremberg and Munich, for all the ones who are not familiar with Germany. It is a local show in Bavaria. Of course, way less collectors coming, but complete different people than the ones we've seen last week in Belgium. Many local collectors, many collectors that we know for decades, and we were able to purchase fantastic material. Some of it went right away again because it was so nice. This morning we did purchase, believe it or not, 5 SS daggers from one collection, a Böker M33, a Hammersfar M33, and 3 chained SS daggers, all in their juice, never been touched around, never been played around, a little sensation. And believe it or not, we bought them all together, and within an hour, all 5 were gone again. You know, these things can only happen here in Bavaria.
I participate to party, so I bought some.
Yeah, you know, but this chance, when you have this chance that they came out of the collection, the nice thing was absolutely untouched. Since it is after the show, we can't show them anymore, but maybe you will show the ones that you ended up with.
Oh yeah. And on the table behind we can see some stuff.
Yes.
Did you buy it here?
These are all fresh purchases from this week and last week. No blades, but several nice pieces. I show you a few that are worth to be mentioned. A very, very nice artillery crusher cap in deluxe quality with outstanding quality of real silver embroidery. Most of you will wonder why it's dark, because the thread is real silver and not aluminum as you normally see. Wait a minute. That's a normal aluminum embroidery that you see during the war. And this is one peacetime where the embroidery is still original, real silver and not alu. So for the visor hat collector, something special. For the Imperial collectors, something very nice. You say, oh, what is that? Just a field grey helmet. It's a field grey helmet, Field Artillery Regiment 44. And what is so nice is you have the helmet cover and the matching regimental stamp inside, dated 1916.
Oh, that's
so a nice matching set, doesn't come every day. Also another piece for the World War I collectors. This is actually a battlefield pickup from 1916, from the battlefield in Verdun. It still has the original tag from the British officer, BEF, British Expedition Forces, picked up in Verdun 1916. You know, I would say the label is even more interesting than the rest of the helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And with heavy battle damage. From the same collector, I was also able to purchase another one with battle damage, also absolutely untouched. And it gives you a little impression how hard it must have been in World War I to be in one of the trenches.
Oh yeah.
Another piece for steel helmet collectors World War II. This is a 1940 model helmet, that's clear. The special thing are the colors. So this was not a child's work. This is actually the steel helmet of a Belgian resistance fighter who captured the helmet and kept it. And inside you have the full description.
Oh wow.
of this resistance fighter describing his helmet. So this is really something special. In the old days, everybody would have said, oh, who has mocked around with a helmet? But it is a piece of history, very, very important for the ones who collect the period 1944 and both sides of the war.
Oh, that's cool. And just curious, how much is this helmet?
This helmet is 3,000 euros.
Yeah.
So as much as a, let's say, a very nice single decal, but 10 times rarer. In all my years, this is the first original helmet from the Belgian resistance that I could ever purchase. And for sure, this is a museum piece. This will end up in a museum, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
What else? That came in Cine, but I was promised to get it. This is a World War I goblet for a fighter pilot in iron. Mm-hmm. And the nice thing is that the soldier did an engraving of his shot down enemy aircraft for which he has received the goblet.
Oh, wow.
That's a piece. Normally the iron ones are, between 9 and 11,000. But with this engraving so unique, this will be something in the 15,000 euro range. Mm-hmm. Then another piece that came in lately, last week also, is a very nice all-original M43 Waffen-SS enlisted men's cap. You do see them, many of them are the unissued depot finds, which actually came out of Prague when the border opened some 30 years ago. But a real used one, untouched, in its juice, is really hard to come by. That one is 3,800, and I would say it's worth every penny. Doesn't stay long.
One more piece?
Yeah, okay. One more piece. This is something for the ones who like visor heads. Yesterday we could purchase from an NCO of the Signal School his visor head and his parade tunic. The parade tunic is already packed up. No, here we are. Nee, it's a different one. Sorry. That's a different one. It's pure coincidence that it's also Signal, but it was not his uniform. So we got his uniform as a Signal School and the visor head, and the nice thing is it is still in near mint condition.
Oh, yeah.
You know, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
How much you want for this set?
I would say in average condition you can fetch something between 700 and 800, but in that quality it will sell for 1,200 or 1,250.
Mm-hmm. It's just for hat or for a full set?
No, just for the visor head. Yeah. The uniform comes with a shooting lanyard, and that will be another 1,500 with the S on the shoulder boards.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Now this is something normal. Then something where you would say, what is this? Waffen-SS Tropical? No, it isn't. It is from the time of the Waffen-SS, original Waffen-SS cut, but lightweight uniform for a Hauptsturmführer of the Regiment Germania, already with a new style of script after 1941. So I would say beginning of the Russian campaign, and worn most likely somewhere at the Southern Front.
That's interesting.
Yep. Also untouched, everything originally sewn, and interesting. For most of the collectors, they would say, "Oh, it's just a tropical," but the cut is absolutely Waffen-SS and not Army.
That's interesting. Good to know. I'm not really deep into uniforms, but probably I have to study more in this time because my most interest is edged weapon, but uniform is also very interesting. The edged weapons are packed already, but we were able to purchase a couple of great pieces on Tuesday when we arrived. We have collected a wonderful collection of at least a dozen of army swords, all the variations, Derflinger, some from Pack, some from Puma, several I bought few of them.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, they were wonderful.
It's nice.
Untouched. And I like it when the scabbard is still in the original color. That was really something very nice. So you never know what is expecting you here. On the ones you see, it's just a little town hall in a village, but there's always a surprise. You never know what you will get.
That's true.
Yeah. One more piece. Looks like nothing, but for the metal collectors, this is something very, very special. Everybody has heard of the Fritz Tock Prize, and the badge itself is common because it was so easy to produce and it ended on many cardboard samples, but actually awarded were only a handful. And this one is actually the citation for a Fritz Trott prize. I would say in my entire life, I might have seen 2 or 3 of them, signed by Albert Forster, the Gauleiter of Danzig, and it was something really, really rare. The medals, unfortunately, are more common, just because they produce more than they were awarded, similar to the honor roll class of the Luftwaffe or Navy. There you all have the same thing, that many more are existent than were ever awarded, and this is such a thing here.
That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
I would say that is a little impression what we did here.
Yeah.
That also, this one actually came from the family. And we still have to find out who he was. He, of course, he was a Hauptmann in the Flak Regiment 4. The medal stayed with the other grandchild. They said they had a sheriff's star with a swastika. So, since we all know what a sheriff's star with a swastika means, I think we will find him out who the owner was. And so we have already his uniform complete. And I would say by Monday we will know who the owner was.
And how much you want for that set?
The whole set will be around about, Moment, 1500, 3000. Yeah, maybe the whole set around 3800.
There is a goblet here, one more goblet.
Yes.
Let's show this goblet and then let's compare it with the First World War one,
Okay.
just showing difference. Because
Since we're in Germany, we show you only the nice front side and not the back side with the cross. But it was the same thing. Honor goblet. In World War I, they were given as an award for the first victory. And later on, the more the war went, then they decided to give a goblet after the third shot down. In the Luftwaffe, Hermann Göring Institute, the same thing. Very similar pattern, you know, the fighting eagles, one winning over the other, but the design was different, a little bit more modern, and they were all named, as we know, and they came with a citation, which is in here. This is the citation for an honor goblet.
yeah,
So,
that's interesting.
yeah, so much about the show. Whoever has the chance to visit one of these local shows in Germany should do it.
Now we decided to leave the hall and go outside because it's like kind of too loud there. But anyway, I have some very interesting questions for you about the show and about the market at the moment.
Yes, go on.
So what do you think about the show? This is not the biggest show, as we said before, but what do you think about like material and was it successful for you?
Yes, it was successful. For us, it is not the main task to sell items that we do every day, but to meet people, to meet collectors, to buy from the locals. And to be honest, we did very well. And you never know what you will get and what the people bring you to the table. Every time it's a surprise, and every day you still see things that you have never seen before.
And how often you buy from private people, not from collectors?
This still happens, but not at the shows. Here at the shows, we buy mostly from collectors or from dealers, smaller dealers, pickers. A friend of Italy brought us an original blood order. But the private people here from the village, they don't come. But those we get over the homepage. And I would say we get per day between 5 and 10 contacts from private people still having things.
What do you think about prices? Because last time I asked you this question like half year ago.
Yes.
Did something change or it's...
Well, within half a year, there's not too much changing of the market. I would say it is stronger than ever. High quality items are always demanded. And I would say it is as strong as ever. We know that the market has changed for the collectors in Australia and unfortunately also in Austria. Some are scared. Many Austrian collectors are moving away from World War II into the Imperial Austrian period. So we are buying from them their World War II collections. But the market is strong. A price development within the last half a year, I cannot see, but I would say that there's this run of prices, we have reached now a new level, and it stabilizes for at least for the next couple of years.
Because from my point of view, it looks like prices for nice items became like more expensive, increased, and because of that, some collectors can sell something. So we got fresh material on the
Yes,
market, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, and so it's a good opportunity, and nobody knows when it's finished.
No, there is no finish. Since, this is the nice thing in the collector's world, the number of original items is definitely limited, and there's a permanent growth of collectors. And when we're talking about Knights Crosses, there were some 7,000 were awarded. The number of existing Knights Crosses, I would estimate about 3 times as much. But there are 10,000s and 10,000s of collectors. And so if you want a real one, you have to go for it. And you have to fight for it, and they will never lose value. And named crosses go for way more than an anonymous piece. I think this is also the trend for the future. The average pieces, they will be on the same price for quite a while. And the special ones, whether it is an iron cross with an unusual maker, an infantry assault badge in brand new, or a named German cross in gold, or a named Knight's Cross, these pieces will increase. And as we've seen this morning with the SS daggers, the quality always sells, sometimes faster than we expected.
That's true.
Yes.
And the last question about your TV show. I saw full television team, crew with like cameras and all professional stuff, not like me. And you has been filmed.
Yes.
What was there?
Yes. That was last week in Cine, a professional film team from the German TV working for the German History Channel, planning a one episode only for the military collectors. That was the reason why they visited the show and interviewed us. And first, many people were a little bit scared. Oh, will that be, full of negative? But no, I think they were really interested into the subject. I also brought them together with a French colleague of ours to show them both sides and different perspectives of collecting. And we will still have an interview, also one with Andreas Thies, who is one of the major auctioneers in Germany, and maybe also with Hermann Historiker, to make something nice and to show how the collector life is really working, and that most, or I would say all of these prejudices are, just not right. So I'm really looking forward to the result of that TV strip. You will see it for sure also internationally. It'll be on the German History Channel of the ZDF, public broadcast, and for sure it will be sold worldwide. But it will still take a couple of months until they're ready, maybe by the end of the year.
That's nice. That's nice. I also want to see it, and it's very interesting. So thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for your time, because I see you super busy at the moment.
Super busy, yes. We still have 7 hours to drive home. So
and you guys gotta press likes and subscribe button and text something under the video. If you have some questions to me or to Helmut, please also don't hesitate to text it in comments. And the best questions I gotta ask you
for the next time. Yes, all right.
Okay, thank you very much again.
See you soon again.
My pleasure.
Take care. Bye, collectors.
Bye.